Now, the big story today has obviously been US President Barack Obama being given a fresh 4 more years to actually go out there and prove that he can keep all the promises that he's made. And it's obviously proved that pollsters actually work on a very inexact science, because if you remember, everyone seemed to be calling it a dead heat, but once the results came out, it was Obama who'd won convincingly. So what really tilted everything in Barack Obama's favor? That's what we'll try and analyze in this segment, but it certainly was a very hard-fought win for Barack Obama. You have to remember, it's one of the campaigns for US presidency that's seen the maximum amount of ads, the maximum amount of name-calling, and a lot of people have attacked both Barack Obama and Mitt Romney for the mudslinging that's been going on. But what really tilted the race in Obama's favor? For that, we'll go across to Padmaja Joshi.
Well, it was a hard-fought win for Barack Obama. He proved all the poll pundits wrong by registering this big win. But what exactly worked in his favor? First, let's get you the final picture. Obama, of course, leading the Democrats with 303, way past that tally that he needed of 270. Mitt Romney managed to notch up just 206, way short of that margin for victory, which is 270. A huge thumbs up there from the voters for Barack Obama. Remember, this vote for the incumbent has been despite the worst recession that America has faced ever since the Great Depression, and also steady job cuts, a very high rate of unemployment. Obama, of course, has managed to convince voters that they should stick with him as he tries to reignite a strong economic growth. Let's try and understand then, despite a prediction of a closely fought contest, what really swung the deal in Obama's favor. First and foremost, the most crucial thing, swing states, all except one, exactly, all except one, that is North Carolina, went to Barack Obama. Let's see the states that favored Obama. There is Florida with a very crucial 29 electoral votes. There is Colorado with 9 electoral votes, Iowa with 6, Florida, of course, 29, Michigan with 16. All of them decided to throw their weight behind Barack Obama, along with New Hampshire, which is 4, and the very, very crucial Ohio, which also gave its 18 electoral votes to Barack Obama. So Mitt Romney was banking on getting a few swing states on his side, most crucially Florida. That did not happen. Even Pennsylvania went to Barack Obama, and all of this has only underlined the fact, especially Ohio and Pennsylvania, that the industrial heartland of America sided with Barack Obama. For Romney, his defeat in Ohio was the last nail in the coffin, so to say. Just an hour after Ohio was declared for Obama, Romney called him up and conceded the race. Virginia, Wisconsin also went into Obama's kitty. In fact, Mitt Romney began the race in Virginia with the lead, but Obama overtook him as the counting progressed, and Romney simply could not catch up. It was extremely sweet victory, mind you, in Wisconsin, which is the home state of the Republican vice presidential candidate, running mate of Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan. Obama also bagged Nevada. Mitt Romney having to contend only with North Carolina. He had to keep himself content only with North Carolina, which gave him 15 votes of the Electoral College. But apart from the crucial swing states, several other factors also determined Barack Obama's big win. This is a thumbs up to his healthcare plan, for one. Remember, he got a lot of flack for it, but people have approved of it. Romney, whose campaign dwelled at length about Obamacare, vowed to repeal it if elected. He had called it a costly government expansion. Obama's re-election there, giving this reform law a fresh lease of life. The 2010 Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act represents the highest overhaul of the US healthcare systems since the 1960s, and the aim of this law is to extend health coverage to more than 30 million uninsured Americans beginning January next year, 2014. Now, his plan to cut fiscal deficit has also won voter approval. People put their faith in Obama. The task will be very tough because the fiscal deficit is huge. Obama is facing the challenge of a slowing economy while controlling a national debt of a whopping $16 trillion. What will also worry Obama is the budget deficit that has reached $1 trillion US, and this has been the issue of most concern to voters. A divine intervention of sorts also came in a tragic way in the form of Superstorm Sandy. Obama's response to it earned him crucial votes. 26% of those polled said that the president's broadly praised response was a very important factor for them. Obama earned praise from across the board, including from hardcore Republicans, including some people who were opposed to all his policies. Senators from New Jersey, the New Jersey governor himself, who said that Obama deserved all the praise that he had earned in tackling the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy. One of the several credits the Obama campaign took was the killing of course, Al-Qaeda chief Osama bin Laden. That's something which has gone hugely in his favor. Obama has succeeded in emphatically staking the Democratic Party's claim to leadership on the issue of national security. He said Osama bin Laden must be taken out, and he did. And finally, Obama's vision for the future. Here's the man who had told America 4 years back that they had to have the audacity of hope. He showed them a ray of hope, and they have put their faith in him. The votes of the youth came to him, and of course that was instrumental in his first election to America's top post, and also now the additional 4 years he's been given by the United States of America as their president.